20 Reddit horror stories you should not listen to at night. If you are alone right now, you might want to turn the lights on before this gets worse. Before we begin, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell right now. These stories take hours to find and carefully adapt, and your support keeps more terrifying content coming. If you skip liking, you might regret it when story number 12 hits you. You will see why. Story 1. The breathing behind the door. A Reddit user said every night at exactly 2:17 a.m., he heard breathing outside his bedroom door. Slow, wet, close. He thought it was his dog, but one night he checked. The dog was sleeping beside him. The breathing continued. He recorded it on his phone and slid the phone under the door. The breathing stopped instantly. The recording later played back only one sound. A whisper said, "He is not asleep yet." Story 2. The unplugged baby monitor. A mother said her baby monitor kept lighting up even when unplugged. No power, no batteries, just static and a faint moving shadow in the crib display. She ran to the nursery. The crib was empty. Her baby was still asleep in her arms. She never turned the monitor on again, but every night at 3 a.m., it lights up by itself. Story 3. The extra reflection. A man brushing his teeth looked into the mirror and saw himself. Behind him stood another version of himself, smiling wider than humanly possible. He turned around. No one there. When he looked back at the mirror, his reflection was still smiling wide while his real face was frozen in fear. Story 4. The late-night bus stop. A student missed the last bus and waited alone. A bus arrived with no route number. The driver waved him in without speaking. Inside, every passenger stared forward without blinking. No one moved for 10 minutes. Then all heads slowly turned toward him at the same time. He jumped off at the next stop while the bus was still rolling. Story 5. The voice from the vent. A tenant heard whispering from the air vent every night. Soft conversations. He thought it was neighbors. One night he whispered back, "Hello." The vent replied, "You are not the one we want. If you are still listening, comment 'I am still here' so I know you made it this far. And do not forget to like and subscribe before story 6. The next ones get darker. Story 6. The offline friend. A gamer chatted nightly with the same online friend for 2 years. One night the friend said, "My power just went out, but I can still see you." The gamer laughed and asked how. The reply came, "From the corner of your room." Story 7. The returned dog. A family buried their dog in the backyard. 2 nights later, mud prints appeared across the kitchen floor. The food bowl was empty. The back door was still locked from inside. Story 8. The sleep app recording. A woman used a sleep recording app to track snoring. The playback captured her sleeping quietly. Then at 3:14 a.m., a different voice close to the phone said, "She can hear us now." Story 9. The wrong apartment. A delivery driver entered what he thought was the correct apartment because the door was open. Inside were photos of him on the walls, sleeping, shopping, walking, all taken from far away. Story 10. The moving shadow. A Reddit user noticed his shadow moved a second too late under street lights. He tested it 3 times. Each time, the shadow corrected itself after he noticed. Halfway through now, if your lights are off, this is your last warning. Like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss these nightmare collections. Story 11 is one of the most reported experiences online. Story 11. The hallway runner. Many users reported waking at night hearing someone sprint down their hallway and stop at the bedroom door. No footsteps leaving, just the stop and silence. Story 12. The emergency call. A woman received a voicemail from her own number screaming for help. The timestamp showed it was recorded 3 hours in the future. Story 13. The Closed Closet. A child told his father there was a tall man living folded inside the closet. The father opened it to prove nothing was there. The child said, "He is behind you now." Story 14. The Copied Text. A man typed a private note in his phone about feeling watched. The text auto-corrected into, "You are." Story 15. The Window Face. At a rural house, someone tapped on the second-floor window every night. There was no ladder, no tree, nothing to stand on. One night they opened the curtain and saw a face upside down, smiling. Story 16. The Midnight Train Announcement. A nearly empty train stopped between stations. The speaker said, "This stop does not exist. Please remain seated." One passenger stood anyway and vanished between the doors. Story 17. The Shared Dream. Two roommates dreamed of the same dark staircase and a door at the bottom. They described it to each other in detail the next morning. That night, they both dreamed the door was open. Story 18. The old voicemail greeting. A man kept his deceased father voicemail greeting saved. One day it updated itself. New message. "Son, do not come home tonight." Story 19. The security camera blink. A store owner checked footage and saw himself working all night. The problem was he was out of town that week. Story 20. The Last Comment. A Reddit thread asked people to share their scariest true experiences. One user wrote, "Mine is happening right now. Something is reading over my shoulder." That account never posted again. We are at the end. Or maybe the beginning. Before you sleep tonight, listen carefully to the quiet parts of your room. Many of these stories started with small sounds people ignored. Now I want you to comment your honest opinion. Which story felt too real? Which one sounded impossible but still bothered you? Have you ever experienced something like this yourself? Your comment might become part of the next horror episode. Like the video, subscribe right now, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next drop of True Night Horror. If this video reaches the like goal, I will release an even darker Reddit collection. Do not listen alone next time.